First off, full disclosure, I was given a review copy of this book for free by the author P.T. Evans. Big thanks to him for providing me with this book for free. Stinky Steve is a book about a Minecraft Steve that one day wakes up to a foul smell. After some shenanigans, he finds out that the smell is coming from him, and he has a gas problem. He then goes out on a journey to solve his farting issue. His first stop is at the village, where he trades with the blacksmith for a pair of iron leggings to keep his farts in. Unfortunately, the farts are so strong that they break through his new pants, and the villagers form an angry mob to kick his smelly butt out of town. He finds a boat and rides away into an unfamiliar swamp, where he then finds a witch's hut. He tries making some potions to stop his farts, but the witches come home and want to bottle his farts. Then, to make matters even worse, a bunch of slimes come out and surround him. Steve then decides to use his farts to his advantage and become a farting Minecraft superhero. A mysterious villain is introduced in the epilogue, and the story continues from there in the second book. Now, let me preface this review by saying that I am definitely not the target audience for this book. I'm an 18-year-old that spends all of his time making ironic memes on Twitter, so my perspective on this book is going to be very different than that of the intended target audience. I'll talk more about this later. The story is pretty standard, honestly. It's really not that bad to just give to your kid to keep them entertained. It's not the best book ever written, you could probably tell that from the title, but it's not something that'll lower your kid's intelligence or anything. The most surprising thing about this book to me was its use of fart humor. I personally believe that when done well, fart jokes can be funny, but you really have to know what you're doing to pull that off. For fart jokes to be funny, there has to be some comedic timing to it. There needs to be an element of surprise and embarrassment to laugh at. Farts on their own aren't inherently funny, but in the right situation, they can be. This book actually does this decently well up until the ending, where it kinda falls apart. The writing also does a decent job of keeping the reader interested in what's going on. There are always new situations being thrown at the protagonist, and finding out how he's going to resolve them is kind of entertaining. However, the ending really falls apart and feels very contrived. Steve comes to this realization that he can use his farts for good, seemingly out of nowhere, and it's kind of jarring. This book also happens to be an illustrated one, so I can't really go on with the review without taking a look at the illustrations, and this is where the book's problems really show. The art consists of two different styles: Minecraft screenshots with Minimator models in them, and fart clouds and sound effect words that look like they were drawn in MS Paint. Now, the MS Paint stuff I can deal with because it's actually really funny in a weird ironic way, but the screenshots I have some problems with. A lot of the screenshots have conflicting art styles. For example, one of the screenshots has a texture pack, while all the other ones just have the default skin. Some of the screenshots appear to be in way older versions of the game, and one of the screenshots is really low resolution for some reason. The conflicting art styles were very distracting when I first read through the book. Now, I'm not saying this is true at all, this is only speculation, but I believe the reason behind this is that the screenshots may have been taken from existing Minecraft animations on YouTube. I don't have any proof of this, so this is all just speculation, so take it with a grain of salt. But something definitely seems off about the pictures in this book. Those problems aside, I actually found the book pretty enjoyable. Now, as an adult reading this book, there's definitely a lot to laugh at, mostly in an ironic way, but I still had a really fun time reading this book. If you're like me and love a so bad it's good book or movie or game every once in a while, I definitely recommend this. You can get the ebook version for only $1 and a paperback version for $5. For that price, it's definitely worth checking out. Also, if you're a parent that has a young child that's really into Minecraft, they might enjoy this book. I wouldn't really call this book bad, but it's not great either. Regardless, it was really enjoyable, and I definitely recommend you give it a look. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, then maybe check out some of my other content. I have some other review type videos in the works, so if you enjoyed this, then make sure to subscribe to see when my other videos come out.